Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1972 Brother Charger 11 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top are the margins, and you just push it down like that and move it. I'm going to set this one at 0 and this one about 70, about the length of the page. And this is the paper bail that sits on top and holds the page down. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, you just flip this switch here, forward 1, skips 1.5, 1 more, skips 2. That works good. We're going to keep it on single for now and finish typing. And as you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on the next line. Very nice typing, modern style typewriter, made in Japan. Brother still makes printers, very nice printers today. So if you want something reliable and more modern, this is what you're looking for. Everything's made out of metal and it's got that nice blue color. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Just flip it back and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy, or a low thick of paper like carbon copy or card stock. Make sure you flip that back forward before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and the shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top right. Works good. Margin release on the top left. When you get to the end of the margin, there is a block on the keys, so it won't let you print. But if you hit that margin release, it will allow you to get past the margin and type all the way to the end of the platen. This is your color selector switch. This model is meant to be a correction style typewriter, so typically you would have the black on top and then like a whiteout on the bottom instead of the red. So you flip that up to the white and it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. So that's pretty cool. If you want to white out a letter, then you just do a backspace, go to that letter and hit the same letter in white, and it whites it out the exact same character. This top pops off straight up like that, and it's got these 2 hooks that go into 2 rubber pieces here. And I believe I will be selling replacement 3D printed rubber bumpers. After I get done listing this, I'll make some of those, because these go bad pretty easily, and it's hard to find replacements that'll fit right, so that sits in there nice and snug. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right, and if you want to switch the direction, you just flip the holder there to the opposite direction and it'll start pulling to this side. But we do want to keep it pulling to that side, so that's what we're going to do. You just pop right back in from the top down, if you can find it. There we go. Carriage release on the right side only, very smooth. And it does have a carriage lock behind in the back here. And when you pull it towards the front, it'll automatically lock in the middle. So when you have it in the case, doesn't damage the escapement. This does have a top lid that just snaps in on top, and you open and close it with these 2 buttons. So the line space also has a function. If you put it all the way back, it'll disable the spacing when you turn the knob, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. Once you flip it into the 1, 1.5, or 2, it gets the clicks, and each one of those clicks is a half a space on this model. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.